coming back from Alabama, your dad and Michaela and I, and your daddy was sleepy, and he starts straddling that middle line every time he gets sleepy. Well, I asked him 2 or 3 times. I said, Michael, let me drive. No, woman, hush. I'm fine. And what happened is, policeman in Smithville pulled him over, and Michael was so mad that he wouldn't even talk. He wouldn't even say a word. And the police officer was asking him questions, and I just knew the police officer was going to get offended and think Michael was mad at him. But he wasn't. So I did what every good wife would do. I started doing sign language to make the officer think that Michael couldn't hear. And that way the officer wouldn't get mad and either give him a large ticket or take him in or whatever. So I started doing my sign language, and to be honest with you, I don't even know how to spell my name in sign language. So I just did that over, and then I like mixed some stuff in, and some things like this. And seriously though, I mean, I was getting with it, because I was trying to act like I was talking to Mike and saying what the cop was saying to him. Things like, why were you speeding, Mr. Judkins? Mr. Judkins, can you hear me? Mr. Judkins, can you hear me? And so and Michael was just shaking his head like this, just going, he was so upset. And so the cop went back to his car, I guess, to pull up information on us or get his ticket writing book, whatever. Michaela burst out crying. Mama, you're going to get put in jail. I said, why am I going to get put in jail? I didn't do anything wrong. You're faking it, and he's probably a sign language expert. So she's crying in the back, and I'm doing all this crazy stuff with my hands. And Mike's like looking straight forward, like, you know, mad as a wet hen. So the police officer come back, and he just said, y'all go on, hon, have a nice night. I have a feeling he felt sorry for the bunch. Had a young teenager in the back crying, about 13-year-old, and had me acting like some kind of chicken with its head cut off, and then Mike was just puffed up and wouldn't say a word. So I think he thought we was in pitiful shape enough. He didn't need to give us no ticket. It was a story about when I was a little old girl. We went to a little Pentecostal church, a little country church, and the service, well, this particular day, it was just unbearable. We could not maintain ourselves. What had happened is my aunt, now that sat in front of us, got up to go sing, and her dress towel was stuck up in her underwear or pantyhose, something, just the tail of it. And when she got up, we couldn't do nothing but laugh, and Mama was trying to reach for her, and she was too fast for Mama in the pew, and she got out the side and started going up the aisle, and her Sister Joan, was running like a mad dash to grab hold of her, and about the time my Aunt Nell's feet hit up to the top of the stage, Sister Joan reached out to get her and face planted the ground, because Aunt Nell was just too fast for her. Well, now Aunt Nell got up there, just didn't miss a beat. I mean, and to my knowledge, nobody in the whole church was laughing but us three, me, Jeff, and Stan, and we were absolutely dying. Mama was smacking me to smack the brothers and telling me, tell this in the hush, tell that in the hush, she's going to take us outside. But I will never forget that day as long as I live. Finally, Joan got up, bless her heart, her whole face was red on that left side. One eye just kind of just wasn't hard and straight. But she got up there and she managed to get up that step, and she got on that stage and she adjusted her sister's skirt, and I was, from that day on, I had so much respect for well, I always did for Sister Joan, but I just respected her even more after that, knowing what she went through to take care of her sister. That's what you do, boys and girls. You take care of one another in life. If you ever see me do that, please do like Sister Joan. Face plant if you have to, but get up there and get her done. When we was growing up, we didn't get to go to the beach, okay? But we did get to go to the sandbar at Rock Island, and we thought that was the beach. So one day we was down there and there happened to be a lifeguard down there and there was girls all around him. And my brother Jeff went up to him and said, "Hey, how are you getting all these girls?" And that dude said, "Hey, I'll tell you what to do. You go home and for about 6 weeks you lift weights, get you a nice tan, and put a potato in your britches." Well, I didn't know what it meant. I just rolled with it. And Jeff went on home and he lifted weights and he got him a nice tan and got him a potato in his britches. And he come on back and the girls they just flew from him. They ran, literally ran. I mean, some of them left. They got in their vehicles and left. Okay? Jeff was mad. He went up to the lifeguard and said, "Dude, what happened? I did everything you said. I lifted weights, I got a nice tan, I got the potato." He said, "Yeah, but dude, you're not supposed to put the potato in the back of your britches."